And today is what? April the what?
18th.
18th. Why? Times are flying. 18th.
Friday.
2014. Friday. Okay, very good. Now, if you remember correctly, we were working on the meditation part.
Mm-hmm.
Now, usually I do not introduce the meditative techniques until the further courses down the road. But I noticed when I did, started earlier, having nothing to do with what you're studying out of the books, I noticed that the students started doing better.
Mm-hmm.
Started concentrating more, calming down a little bit more, you know. So I'm doing that with everybody. And there are 3 steps to it, as I explained to you last week. There's being there. There's today's checkout time. I'm going to check you today.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you remember everything.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
It's the only way to learn to know how to do it. Now, this is just to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have something to begin with. Then later on you can alter different things, do it according to your experience. See?
Mm-hmm.
So number 1, we start with being there. Number 2 is sensual meditation. Number 3 is meditation proper.
Mm-hmm.
And if you remember correctly, meditation proper is divided into 3 aspects, 3 parts: concentration, alpha state, and contemplation.
Mm-hmm. All at the same time.
An alpha state, you might as well call it meditation proper.
Mm-hmm.
So it's you begin when you have a problem for school.
Mm-hmm.
You begin by putting a mind to it. You're concentrating on it. But you can still hear the noises outside and all. But then once you're really, really concentrated a la Thomas Edison style, you don't hear anything. You don't even know where you are anymore. That's when you go into the alpha state. And then when you're in alpha state, you are ready to go into the contemplative state where you allow your beingness to tell you what's what.
Mm-hmm. Your intuition.
All right. So what I'd like you to do today is check all this out and have you actually guide me.
Guide you? Oh, all right.
You're going to guide me, and then I'll know whether you know how to do it or not.
Okay.
All right. Then I will correct you, and that's why I wanted it on tape, so you can have a copy of it and go over it.
Perfect.
So first let's begin with being there. What is being there all about?
Let's begin with being there. So being there, first you need to have a very calm and relaxed posture. You have to have your hands on your upper legs. You want to have your eyes open, looking straight ahead. No blinking.
And who's in front of you?
No fidgeting. And your partner is in front of you, or your coach, or anyone.
All right, and if you don't have a partner or a coach, how can you practice being there?
We can practice that anywhere, I guess.
In front of a tree?
In front of the tree.
Looking at the tree? Pets?
Looking at the tree, looking at the pet move.
In
a mirror, if you
mirror,
like.
looking at yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Although the mirror is not as good because you go into yourself too much.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's just a preparation.
Mm-hmm.
So meditation has nothing to do with contemplating the navel or stopping thought like they tell you got to stop the thought. No. All it means is, like the new word I invented for it, meditation, through the medium of attention. And that's what Krishnamurti and others that know how to think.
Being completely aware of your attention and being absorbed by that and not letting other things within your head.
Right. Now, when you have a chance to do it with all these people that you know, your friends, your girlfriends and all that, don't explain too much. Just ask them if they want to experience something interesting. And you just sit there in front of them. And then get that leaning back too much. and separate your hands. So that's what it is, being there the most. Now you'll notice that they will feel very uncomfortable because we were brought up in a society where your papi and your mommy always telling you, watch out now, what will the neighbors think?
You can't just be there. You can do things without fear of judgment. Yeah.
That's what happens when you're in front of another person. Now you can be at ignoramus. You know nothing. Like if you have the ability to be there, it means your head's not full of lies. You are who you are. You're not trying to hide anything about yourself from anybody.
Complete honesty, yeah.
That's it.
More than honesty.
So that's number one requirement for the meditation process. Number two is sensual meditation. You know what that was?
Sensual meditation is feeling every different spot of your body and kind of visualizing it becoming relaxed. And in doing so, your mind, you understand that your mind is separate from your body and that it can not be prone to any dictations or any itches or any like jitters or anything like that.
Yeah, you are you, and you have a body. The body is arc of flesh. The body has an intelligence of its own in the cells, but it's not the body's intelligence. It's the intelligence of you, the being, that happens to be in the cells.
So the actual sensual meditation is understanding the connection that you have with your body. And then understanding that connection is very powerful because you can move past that and you can not be influenced by any of the physical world.
Yeah, you're going to have to talk a little bit louder.
Okay. Well, so I think you would begin with your feet and your toes.
Okay, the best thing about sensual meditation is that you don't even have to be at home. You can be outside walking, you can be in work, you can be anything. You feel a little scratch in the nose, I got a scratch right here. Now instead of going like that, you put your mind there. Now, after a while, after a couple of months, you'll notice that these itches you have and everything, they're no big deal. They don't disturb your attention. They don't, unless it's very powerful. If it's a powerful pain, well, I still try to do it. I don't have powerful pains, but if once in a while I get like a real nerve twitching on one of my legs or something like that, very strongly, not too often. So I go ahead and put my mind there. Sometimes I find that if I don't have the time, I'm going to scratch it, so I'm going to have time to go and do something else. The idea is to be there, experience everything. And you can do this perpetually, any way you are. That's the second part. Now the third part is what I'm interested in. You have decided to meditate. So, why meditate?
Why meditate? Meditation is a way of not only being there and being aware of all the processes and feelings and sensations in your body, which also allows you to know yourself more. You get to see how your thoughts work. You get to see how your mind works. And you get to see that you can transcend that and become more powerful than that. And you can travel to different places if you'd like. And it just allows you to imbue your sense of existence with peace and to be completely removed from any sort of outside labeling or lies that society tries to put on us.
Yeah, the part about going places, that's much later.
Okay.
The exteriorizing, leaving the body, that's much later. That is the only thing that I talk about that I didn't experience, but I've been outside of my body many, many times, but not at will. I am practicing that now. I was a long time without practicing it. And if you practice long enough, you will get it. But everything has to be relaxed. Very relaxed. The process itself. Now, when you're awake, doing things, then magnetism takes over. Everything you do is full of energy, but it's not an energy in the muscles. It's an energy in the nervous system.
So is magnetism present during meditation then?
Well,
all you are during
subdued.
Subdued.
Subdued, yes.
So meditation is just allowing the magnetism to relax.
Because magnetism, personal magnetism is something that it's only useful in the material universe.
Mm-hmm.
If you go, like in your job at the university, if you go there and you shake hands with somebody like this, hey, did I feel a handshake? No. You have to have energy in life because this is a physical universe.
Mm-hmm.
So you are there. You know, people think that because they're spiritual beings and they've been practicing meditation, that they're going to go like this, oh, you're well, yeah. No, not so. The most spiritual people that I've known
are the liveliest, probably.
Alive ones. In everyday life, they were very magnetic. That is, they're full of energy.
I'm sure.
When they're sitting down doing nothing, they don't move. They're very, very quiet.
They're so completely alive.
They're completely alive.
Energy bursting from them.
Right. And it's necessary when they speak, you feel that energy.
Mm-hmm.
See? Now, the meditative aspect of the whole thing, in order to be able to move the body later on, you can't have that energy. Nervous, all muscle.
Mm-hmm.
It's like almost like you're dead, but you're not dead.
You can't have any magnetic energy to leave the body?
No.
You must abandon that because you're not even in the physical universe anymore.
Yes.
And that's only where magnetic energy.
I have not experienced that. To me, that's what it means. I start off with magnetism, the courses of magnetism, because people have the tendency, the minute they start studying spiritual things, to be the kind of goody. No. It's in life, you've got things to do. You have to work, you have to study, you have to do everything. Physical universe. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here.
Mm-hmm.
You're here in the physical universe to give you a chance to master matter, master the physical universe. And you can't master the physical universe without energy of nerve.
Mm-hmm.
For a magnetic person. A non-magnetic person has energy also, but he uses more muscle energy.
And he's mastered by the physical universe. He's not a master of it, right?
Well, yes, sometimes. That's right.
He was controlled by it.
So the idea is to know these two differences. You're in the physical universe, you obey the laws of the physical universe, and these laws in the physical universe require that you be not only attentive spiritually, but you have your body is full of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Right there, ready to jump any minute to get into action.
Mm-hmm.
See? Okay, now, on the spiritual side, you have the meditation. And the meditation allows you to have a certain, it actually helps you to have that energy that we're talking about in daily life. Mm-hmm. Meditation is, your body doesn't exist anymore. Mm-hmm. You're just a being. Mm-hmm. Don't expect me to explain that because I don't know. All I know is it's a beingness. It's just there, like light is everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And it's just a bit of immediate visceral feeling. Exactly.
I'm sorry?
It is an immediate, like, visceral thing that cannot be explained almost.
Yeah.
And the meditation, like, gets you in touch with the being that you are.
Yeah.
Underneath all the physicalities.
Yeah. And that's a big problem I get with students that are very super intelligent like you, because they want to make this guy, this student of mine that I have in Europe, guy's brilliant. And he wants everything like explained. It's all brain knowledge. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
That has limitations, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Not that you shouldn't use intelligence and reason. You should.
But you should understand where it stops. Yeah.
Yes. Intelligent Rudolf Steiner. He told everyone, his students, use your intelligence and your reason. Think! You know?
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is this. If the intelligence and reason are connected, embedded with the lies of the physical universe, then they're giving you wrong answers. See, so what we're doing in this course, moving little by little, is unveiling all of these lies, and as we get better and better, the intelligence and reason begins to reason and see and perceive without lies. And then nobody can touch you. That's when you reach the point of owning yourself. See? All right. So now what you're going to do is you're going to put me into a meditation, and you tell me from the beginning, and I will help you, because I don't want to stay on this too long.
Mm-hmm.
I want to keep going on with the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So this way you will know better for yourself what to do and what not to do. Okay, so I'm the student now, you're the coach, and you're going to take me through a meditation.
Okay. Very good. So adopt a straight posture with your spine. Feel your feet flat on the floor. Have your arms and your hands placed on the upper legs. Close the eyes.
Now first you're going to take the 3 breaths with the eyes open.
With the eyes open. Take 3 breaths, each deep through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. 1, 2, 3. Slowly close the eyes. Feel your feet flat.
Oh, no. The part of the body that has the most tension is your shoulders and your neck. So place your mind on your bottom neck. Let the shoulders go. Fall down towards the floor. You must say down towards the floor, otherwise they'll do this. We don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
The shoulders are just totally relaxed and down.
Down to the floor. You feel all the tension melting away from the shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Falling down, falling away. And the neck.
Hands.
Now feel the hands. Feel every fingertip on your left hand.
Palms down.
Palms down.
On the left.
On the left.
Feel the weight of the hand.
Feel the weight of the hands on the legs.
Now go all the way down the legs quickly.
And move down the legs to the toes.
And stand with your feet 2 feet apart on top of a globe called Earth.
Top of a globe called Earth.
Right.
And it's a dark brown,
right.
greenish globe.
Dark, brownish, reddish, whatever you think the color Earth is.
And you're looking out over the globe, and your feet are planted there, strongly and firmly, because you are of this Earth.
And I am creating a brown aura under the feet. That's the Earth.
Washing around the feet.
All right.
So you slowly move up the toes and the ankles.
Yeah, but one foot at a time.
The left ankle, the left calf, the knee,
the bottom of the foot, the arch, the heel, the ankle, bit by bit.
The calf, the knee,
go up
the upper leg,
the bottom left part of the leg, to the knees, and you observe the beauty, the harmony between the bones, the veins, the tendons, the blood vessels, everything. It's a work of art.
Then move to the right leg.
Not yet. Up the upper leg.
Up the upper leg.
Until the buttocks feels the chair. Okay. Now, you go where?
Now you go to the right leg.
Right foot.
The right foot first. Feel the toes. And the bottom of the foot. The arch, sole. The ankle. The shin bones and the calf. Feel the knee relaxing. Slowly move up the upper leg until you get to the right buttocks, resting on the chair.
Very good.
And then feel the genitalia.
Yeah, you got to spell it out for them. Feel
the
testicles.
penis and the testicles.
The penis.
And the anus.
Usually the testicles first.
Testicles.
Testicles.
And the penis.
Penis. Now enter your anus for a distance of about 6 inches.
To the prostate gland.
To the prostate gland. At this moment, at the prostate, take a deep breath and hold it for as long as you can without strain. And focus on sending energy to the prostate.
And you see a red aura, an orb surrounding the prostate and the penis and the testicles.
And
it's
aura,
pulsating, bright red, giving you energy there.
And it's a circular aura that actually extends from the body on both sides about a couple of inches. All right.
And you're standing on a brown globe, and you have a red aura around your middle. Then you move up, and you feel the rib bones, each one.
The first bone of the spine.
The bottom of the spine, straightening. Energy is flowing up the spine and the ribs. And you get to the lungs, which are upside down trees.
No, not yet.
Oh,
all the way up the spine until you reach the prominent vertebra.
There's a prominent vertebra.
That's first thoracic. It's the big bone on your back where the neck attaches to the rest of the body. It's a big bone there. Now, have them take a big breath effortlessly and hold it as long as possible without strain and send energy to that point. And give them time to concentrate. And exhale slowly. Keep moving up the neck until you reach where?
Until you reach the throat.
Until you reach the indentation in the back of the neck where the skull attaches to the neck. There's a hole there. Yeah? Okay, that's where the third brain is. And the third brain is responsible for what function?
For the animalistic functions and for breathing and heart rate and sleep.
Digestion. Circulation. And respiration. Now, there are two bones in the occipital area of your skull, which are just a little bit above on each side of that indentation at the top of the topmost part of the spine. There are two prominent bones on each side. That's the occipital points that connect directly to the eyes. Very, very important. There's a connection there. And that brain in the back, that animal brain that's responsible for all three, is also responsible for translating, apprehending the pictures that you call seeing. All right. Now you reach the top. Now, back to the shoulders. See, they're already a little thin. Right, right. Roll the shoulders to relax.
Relax.
Arms relax, right. Palms relax. Now, you begin at the red aura again and come up to the intestines, the small intestines. Think of the small intestines as a painting by Salvador Dali. And the color of the aura in the intestine is orange. Beautiful round circle of orange. And you notice that the small intestine attaches to the large intestine, which is the ascending colon. Then it crosses your body, that's called the transverse colon, and then the descending colon, and out the anus again. All that has an orange aura around it. Okay, where do I go now?
Now you move up to the stomach.
To the stomach, correct. What's the color?
Color of the stomach is green.
No, it's yellow. It's light yellow, beautiful light yellow.
It's digesting everything perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Oh, the
working
statement.
perfectly.
You forgot the statement. The statement for the red aura around your genitals is, I am the creator.
I am the creator.
When you're constructing that aura, you're saying to yourself, I am the creator. Then as you move to the intestines, you say, I am well nourished.
I am well nourished.
When you go to the stomach, and that nice yellow, you say, I am courageous.
I am courageous.
All right. Now you come up to the chest.
To the chest. Into the lungs.
To the lungs.
Which are upside down, beautiful, full trees, alveoli branching off in millions of directions.
Ah, and the color?
The color is blue.
No, the color is green, like nature.
Like nature.
Nature's not blue, it's green. That's your connection with nature. That's where the air, that's why you can't live. You can't live more than 1 minute without breathing. I can hold the breath for 1 minute, but there's some yogis that could hold the breath longer than that. It takes a great ability. I myself have been able to go 1 minute and 15 seconds without breathing. But the breath, with the breath comes the life force, and it goes through the lungs, and that's what makes you alive, the body alive, rather. So
And there is a green aura around the lungs, pulsating,
light
full of
green,
life, uplifting,
light green,
light green,
of hope,
beautiful,
beautiful. And
force.
say the statement, I am the life force.
I am the life force. Then
Now,
move up. Again, relaxing the shoulders. Very sensitive.
go up a little ways, and what do you see?
In the neck.
Up a little ways,
And
and you meet
right.
the sun of the planet called your body. The sun is the heart. And it emits a golden color like the real sun. So get the idea that the heart is surrounded by liquid gold. Liquid gold. Therefore, that heart is well lubricated to beat easily, effortlessly, lovingly, sweetly, smoothly. All the good things go with that heart.
pulsating this liquid gold around your body,
Yeah.
covering us with this amber, completely perfect, completely pure.
And you'll notice that you get a better sensation if you focus on the surrounding liquid gold around your heart, not necessarily the heart directly, but the area of the heart surrounded by this golden light.
And it's pumping this golden light throughout your body, covering your body in this. And you're purified and uplifted.
Now you go up to the neck.
And you go up to the neck.
That's the gland there.
Then you have the pituitary gland.
No, that's the thyroid.
Thyroid gland.
And you want the color?
I don't know what it's called.
Light blue.
Light blue on the thyroid.
Yeah, that's the light blue. Make an aura of light blue around the thyroid. And the statement is, I am super intelligent.
I am super intelligent.
Now you go up a little ways more. You can make the skin on your face very smooth and healthy with a beautiful color. Then enter the mouth and enter the left ear, enter the right ear, have the two meet in the center of the head through the auditory nerves, and think of the idea that they're connected to the pineal gland. And on the pineal gland, which is the size of a pea, in the very center of your skull, around it you build an aura of lilac. Lilac. Purple, very light purple. I like the word lilac. And the command to yourself is, I am fully protected. And
I
you
am
go,
fully protected.
Now you go up through the eyes, enter the left eye. Now enter the right eye, follow the nerves, the quite big nerves that go into the back. They go by the pituitary gland, and they continue down to the occipital area of the skull that we spoke of a little while ago. And the color now is white, electric white color, whiter than white. It is a white that you must experience to know. It's not like anything that we've ever experienced on the physical plane. Maybe what comes close to it on the physical plane would be very faint white sparks coming from a short in electricity. But even that is very far away. It's a white which is delicate. It is in that white light, you know everything. Now, make the statement. I am master of myself, therefore all.
I am master of myself, therefore all.
Now, use that whiteness, which keeps growing. And if you think of a little fountain on the top of your head, like we have in the backyard. And now this white light comes out of that little fountain and covers your whole body with this white light. It's getting fuller and fuller. The body is surrounded by this white light. And now at this point, you can use part of this white light to connect to any part of the body which is not feeling quite well. That white light is very healing. At this point in the meditation, you should feel nothing of your body. Don't feel anything anymore. It's just beingness. Some days are better than others. Some days you feel totally you, like you don't have a body. And there's some days where the vibrations are not so pleasant, and you still, at this point of the white light, you still feel a little bit of the body. We try to reach the point where we are just simple beingness. You may stay in that white light for as long as you desire. I forgot to say that white light is also cool, but not cold. After staying in that state for a little while, as long as you want, you then take a couple of deep breaths, exhale, and open your eyes as you exhale. All right, open your eyes. Now you have all this on tape, and that's the best way to study because there's quite a bit of it there. I hope it's picked up everything. Because it's a complex thing. That's why we did it in steps. And we can't spend the rest of the time on it because I think we know enough about it so we can continue with other material.